I didn't know what to do today, and I've got a day off work and I'm bored, so I figured I'd make some biscuits with you. So I've got all my stuff here, and I'm going to move the laptop down so you can see what I'm doing. I just wanted to start it up here so I can explain what we're going to do. So, here we go. Right, got my bowl, obviously, some sugar, some flour, and some golden syrup, because I'm going to put golden syrup in it again. I'm pretty sure there's something missing. Butter. I've got my butter. Right, I'm going to melt some of this in the microwave because I think it's easier to do when it's soft. Bowl. Obviously, it all depends on how many you want to make as to how much butter you're going to need, but, you know. I also use a couple of eggs, which I'll get at in a moment. I never really understood why people did that. I never understood why people used eggs, but then I tried it and it made sense, so. That's where my microwave is, in case anybody's wondering. Alright, so some flour in here. As I said, I don't measure, I just go by how I want to do it. I'll put the flour back away. Sugar. You'll notice I've kept the butter out, so I do need to butter the tray. Stop them sticking, and I'll probably put some baking flour on the tray. I've got my little tray here. I'm only going to do a few, so I only need a little tray. I've got my whisk. I have an orange one because I've used my silver one for my dinner, which I have over here. That's just bubbling away, so get them mixed in together. I think the butter should be done now. Yeah, nicely melted. If you want to let your butter cool down, that's fine, but I don't, so pour it in. Get rid of the bowl. And mix it in. Now we'll probably go to breadcrumbs at this stage. I don't like this whisk, it's crap. It's like little breadcrumbs. You might find you want a little bit more butter. If you do, if you want to do it with all butter, obviously you will need a lot more. But I think that is fine there. So, bits of this in. Just squeeze it in however much you want. I think that will do. And a couple of eggs. So I've gotten 3 eggs out, but you probably won't need 3, you'll probably only need 2, so just do them one at a time and whisk them in. Just until it's combined. If you need more than that, then just get some more out. But it all depends on how much you want to make, and how, oh shit, I'm chucking it everywhere, and how sort of soft you want your biscuits to be. Oh, actually I think that's good. Well, I'll put one more in because it's still a bit thick. This is more like a cake mix, just to be honest. It's how I like to do them, so. If you have any, like, chocolate chips or anything you want to add in, then go ahead and add them in. Otherwise, I think we're good to go. Now it is very, very, very gloopy mixture, which it probably seem odd that it looks like that. Which is that, which you can't really see properly. I don't want to like drip it all over the place, but I like to do them like that. A lot of people don't, so I'm going to add a bit more flour in just to show you what ideally, if you like sort of more crunchy biscuits, it should be like. So, but Joe will eat them, so it's all good. Get out of the cupboard, Loki. You want to say hello? Say hello. You're not having that. Oh. Now I gotta wash my hands. And yeah, so now I should have my hair tied back, which I do at work obviously, but at home I'm not really bothered about that. So, a bit more flour. Basically, if you want a dry biscuit, then the mix should stick together in a ball, almost like pastry, which I'm going to show you now because that probably looks disgusting to most people. So, where have I put my whisk? Sink. Right. And whisk it, whisk it, whisk it, whisk it. Right, so as you can see it's starting to go a lot more solid now, which is what most people prefer it to be like. I mean, this way you probably can still get them so they're still slightly like gloopy from this mix, like in the middle. Yeah, I mean soft. I'm sure you all know what I mean, but just to clarify, by just not cooking them for as long. Right, so that's still quite soft, so that's good. That's how I want mine to be. Let's take it out. Don't worry if it all sticks to the whisk. This is a really crap whisk, so it all sticks to it anyway. But my metal one's in the wash. Right, flatten it down, bit of flour, sprinkled on the top to help you roll it out. And then flop it over, or turn it over, so you can add flour onto the underneath. Because we put quite a lot of flour on top, you probably won't need to add any more on. Just keep turning it over until it's pretty well covered with the flour. Wait, Loki! No! He just jumped onto the tabletop. Right, so I've just flattened that out a little bit. Try and get some of these bits off my hands. I hate the feeling of things on my hands. Like, we do a lot of toast at work and I can't stand the feeling of butter on my hands, so it's just every time I butter some toast I go and wash my hands again because I just hate the feeling of it. Right. Where's my rolling pin? I lose everything in this kitchen, honestly. No, I'm not going to whack anybody over the head with this, so you don't worry. Right, just a bit more because that's looking a bit wet still. And roll it out. I really ought to have done this just on the bench because otherwise it's going to get too big for my tray here. So drop it onto there. Move this that way. Oops, that went a bit more all over the place there than I thought it would. Obviously this is really messy, so if you live with your parents, get their permission to do it, because otherwise they're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? And you're making a right mess out of here. Right. It's probably also a good idea to move anything that's in the way. Like I've got my spice rack and biscuits in here, so they're sort of in the way of it. Right, we want this to be about sort of the thickness of a £1 coin. Right, so that's about done. Then cookie cutters are good. I don't actually have one, so I'm just going to sort of press a glass down on them to get a shape out, like I'm using just an ordinary eyeball glass. Just press it down, turn, and you have a biscuit. Now I'm going to leave that there a minute because I need to grease my tray, which I have not yet done. Just a couple of fingers with butter on. Move over your tray. just like that, and they're a bit more evenly coated than mine is. So, I mean, this is a new tray, and I know it doesn't stick anyway, so it's fine. And the biscuits aren't particularly wet anymore, so they're all good. So I'm just going to put about 6 on this tray because they will spread out a little bit, so you do need to leave a gap. There we go. That's 3, 4, 5. That one's a little bit thicker. Don't worry if they're not all entirely even or identical, because you're only going to eat them anyway, it doesn't matter. So I've got my 6 there, and I'm going to pop them in the oven until they're nice and golden brown. Now a little trick that I know a lot of people do, I've not tried this before, so I'm going to try it with you. Just sprinkle a little bit of sugar on top, because apparently they go nice and crispy that way, and it's sort of, like, you know, it's nice and honey. But yeah, just if you don't want to try that, then don't, it's fine. But that's what I'm going to do, so there we go. Into the oven. This I'm going to fold it back up and I'm going to put it in the fridge for a bit, and then if I want to do some more tomorrow, then I can. It also freezes pretty well, cookie dough does, and you can just eat it on its own. So I'm going to pop that in the fridge for now. Perhaps do some more tomorrow. And tidy up all of this mess again, because it is a tip, I'll show you. Absolute tip. Not good. So I've got some icing as well that I actually brought for my cinnamon swirls, which are here. I actually brought these frozen from my boss, so I just cook them in the oven. Take about 10 minutes. I mean, you can make them with a bit of pastry. Mix some cinnamon with some melted butter and a bit of sugar, so it's like a paste. Rub it on your pastry, it's rolled out to about a pound's thickness. Pop them in the oven, take about 15 to 20 minutes to the golden brown. Let them cool, ice them and eat. So there you've got 2 recipes for today now. Right, so I'm going to get this lot away, tidy up, and then I'll be done. And I'm going to enjoy those cookies because they should be done by the time I finish tidying up. So I hope you enjoyed, and enjoy your cookies. I would love to see some pictures if you want to send me links to like your Twitters and Tumblrs, or send me on Facebook or Twitter or Tumblr. I'd love to see how yours go. If you put any like little additives in, like some mini Smarties or something like that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and bye bye.